Maria, mi amiga Maria, Maria usually works at home. But yesterday she worked at the head office. Fue a oficinas centrales para trabajar ayer. Yesterday she worked. Os cuesta, que sí, practicarlo. Es la única forma. Las dificultades fonéticas se vencen repitiéndolas hasta la saciedad. Worked. Maria usually works at home. But yesterday she worked at the head office. Yesterday she went to the head office to work. To the head office or to head office. Los británicos dirían to head office. Los americanos to the head office. A la oficina central. Literalmente la oficina cabeza. She usually works at home. But yesterday she worked at the head office.
Hello and welcome to your intermediate class for today. Okay, let's look at our sentence. Maria usually works at home. However, yesterday she worked at the head office. María suele trabajar desde casa, pero ayer trabajó en la sede. So we're going to begin with the adverbio de frecuencia. Usamos usually. Repeat. Usually, okay? Now, in español, in Spanish, decimos María suele trabajar desde casa. Pero ¿qué pasa en inglés? El verbo suele en realidad no existe. Entonces decimos literalmente María usualmente trabaja desde casa. O sea, empleando el adverbio de frecuencia usually. Okay, so Maria usually works at home. Más ejemplos. I usually eat lunch at 2. Suelo comer a las 2. I usually go to bed at midnight. Right? Midnight es medianoche o las 12 de la mañana. I usually go to bed at midnight. Yo suelo ir a la cama a las 12. Entonces metemos usually después del sujeto antes del verbo. I usually eat lunch at 2. I usually go to bed at midnight. So keep practicing usually.
I've got a problem. It's 9 o'clock and McNulty's not here. No ha llegado. Now, he usually wakes up at 8 o'clock. He usually gets here at 9 o'clock. It's 9:05. He's not here. So, I don't know what's wrong. No sé lo que pasa. I don't know what's wrong with McNulty because he usually wakes up at 8 and he usually gets here at 9. It's 9:05. Oh, 9:06. Oh, man. Yeah, he usually wakes up. Now, be careful. We say sujeto usually en tercera persona, la S, acordados. He usually wakes up. No, he wakes up usually. He usually wakes up at 8 o'clock. Y cuidado, mucha gente pone también used to. He used to es un pasado. No, he usually, habitualmente. He usually, lo que solemos usar con el presente. He usually, not used to, he usually wakes up at 8 o'clock. And he usually comes here at 9 o'clock. He's late. He's going to be in big trouble with me. Huh. You wait.
Okay, great. Let's continue with our lesson. Maria usually works at home. However, yesterday she worked at the head office. María suele trabajar desde casa, pero ayer trabajó en la sede. So, we're going to look at the expression however. Repeat, however. However, ¿qué significa however? Pues puede ser según el contexto, pero, aunque, sin embargo, okay? So, normalmente usamos however para hacer un contraste, ¿ok? Entre dos partes o dos frases, right? Entonces, en este ejemplo, I enjoy traveling. However, I don't like to travel very far, ¿no? Entonces, me gusta o disfruto viajar, pero, sin embargo, no me gusta viajar lejos, ¿ves? Entonces, estamos haciendo un contraste de dos partes. Ahí metemos however. Más ejemplos. I understand your point of view. However, I disagree with you. ¿ok? Aquí usamos la palabra, la expresión del día, point of view, que es punto de vista. Entiendo tu punto de vista, sin embargo, pero aunque no estoy de acuerdo contigo. So repeat, however, para contrastes en frases. Keep practicing.
I shouldn't be here. I'm sick. However, my boss, Mr. Pilgrim, says I have to be here. Yeah. He says it's part of my contract, blah, blah, blah. He says it's the most important day of the week and I have to be here. However, he doesn't realize the trouble he's going to be in when I make a complaint. Oh. He says it's one of the busiest days of the week. However, he doesn't realize that this is illegal. That's right. However. Come on, say it with me. However. Good. The other staff don't have to work when they're sick. However, Steve has to work when he's sick. This is so unfair. Hello, Steve speaking. How may I help? Yes, this is the information desk. However, today I'm sick, so you'll just have to call back another time, okay? Thanks for your call.
Muy bien, ahora llegamos a la última parte. So let's repeat the sentence. Maria usually works at home. However, yesterday she worked at the head office. María suele trabajar desde casa, pero ayer trabajó en la sede. So here we have, she worked at the head office. Empezamos con el verbo to work en pasado simple. Es verbo regular. Significa que siempre acaba en ed. Los verbos regulares en pasado acaban en ed. Pero en este caso, la pronunciación de la última letra o sonido al final es T. Worked. Repeat. Worked. Worked. Con T, T, T al final. Y también the head office significa que la sede o también oficina central. So she worked at the head office. Más. I worked at the head office. Yo trabajé en la sede. So más ejemplos con la T al final con verbos regulares. Worked, walked, talked, right? Passed, stopped, cooked, laughed. Okay, el verbo to laugh, reírse, laughed, con T al final. So keep practicing la T al final de esos verbos regulares.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the shop that sells everything you need when you need it. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I worked all day yesterday. I worked 24 hours. I worked without sleeping. I haven't slept today. I worked and worked and worked. Eso es, en el pasado decimos worked. No digo worked, worked, worked. Dilo conmigo, worked, worked. Pues eso es, I worked all day, and it's been a really long week. I worked 24 hours on Monday. I worked 24 hours on Tuesday. I worked 24 hours on Wednesday. But that's the reason my shop is the #1 shop in the neighborhood, because all I do is work. And I worked 24 hours on Thursday. I worked and worked and worked. And, I mean, I don't know. I've worked so much. I think I might have to take a rest.